Alrighty, welcome back. What I'm doing right at the present moment, I'm going to take and put on the brake drums. I'm just tightening up the top ball joint here. I'm going to tighten that up a little bit. I see I have a piece that's missing off the top ball joint, but I don't want to drop the bottom shock to try it. I'm just going to tighten it up a little bit so it doesn't come loose. So what has happened is I've made the top mount. I made the bottom mount. You've seen on the last few videos what's going on. And basically what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put the lines to the bags. I'm going to jack it up, take the jack stands out, let it down and see what goes on. Basically that's what's going to happen. And you're going to get to watch with me whether it works or not. Just want to tighten this up a little bit and I'll show you the whole process as I'm doing it. We had a couple in from Pug Wash this morning. It was very nice to talk to them, very nice people, lots of respect. It was great. They say they watch generally every day, and we want to thank them for support. And anybody else that watches every day, we have to thank you for your support because this is what we do, and we want to thank you. Just going to tighten that up a little bit. Just tighten up the top ball joint. I have this little shim, or I don't know what you would call it, protector of the ball joint, keep the grease in it, I suppose. But we have that there. I didn't want to drop the shock to put that on, so I'm just going to tighten this up a little bit. And it probably will go right back in place. But we're gonna watch it work, that's for sure, or hope it works. And you're going to get to see if it works with me. I'm thinking that should pop back up in place. I'm thinking. Put this back on. I'm sure that goes back on like that. Okay. All right. Come on, baby. Let me take that off for a second. Try it again a different way. There we go. Just kind of take my time. Put this back on. And it's not, by no means, I'm not putting it all back together so we're going to run it. I just want to see if it goes up and down. That's all I want to see. That's not it. Got to excuse me for a second. It's kind of chilly this morning. What do I want to grab that with? So, I don't know if that's big enough or not. I have no idea. If not, I'm going to take this over just to make sure. I just want to tighten the main bolt up to hold on. There we go. Just going to tighten that up a little bit. Not missing any parts. Jolene looks amazing today. I'm just going to leave that for now because I'm going to probably end up taking them. Probably should put that back on there. What the hey? That's good enough. So we're just going to put the drum back on. I'm going to go to the other side, put the other drum on that side. Let this down. Put this one on. Should have brought my wrench over, but I did not. That's some grease, I'll tell you. Hard to believe how good a shape like the brakes and stuff are on this bad boy. I want to get that crooked in there. It's hard to believe how decent the brakes are on this old girl. Didn't know if he even had any, to be honest with you. Come on now. Just took a little bit of we'll take them all apart, make sure we re-grease the bearings and all that stuff, put new grease in them, and go from there. Basically, gotta get my wrench from the other side. One thing I did not do, and I've noticed I did not put the fitting in the bag, and I'm going to have to do that, and I'll show you what I got to do to put it on. That's fine. Just trying to get the wheels on to see if she'll hold up or not. Okay, now I can put the wheel on. Julian, did I tell you how amazing you look today? Oh. And we're going to put this on. And get some wheel nuts over here. Wheel nuts always go on with a tapered side going in. You know, most people know that, but I've seen people that did not know that. The taper goes in, it's just more or less the center of your wheel. I think we'll only need a couple. I don't think we need a whole bunch to go up and down. Just leave that there for a minute. Socket. Hope it works. I'm pretty sure it will. I'm hoping. What I don't know is the height that's going to, or how low it's going to go and how high it's going to go, or how low it's going, how high it's going to go is what I don't know. So that's basically what we're going to see. I'm hoping for the best. Hoping for the best. What if I should have put that fitting on there first? Take it back off. Got the jacket on this morning because it's a bit cool. Now that I'm into it, I'd like to take it off, but I can't because I got the mic in the pocket and the mic glued to it, so I'm going to have to work in my jacket. Come on, baby, come on off. Just going to take this off for a second and see where the airline is itself. So I've made a boo-boo already. All right, if you want to come in there, and if Jolene can see, you get your camera up there in here. You can see where the airline goes in. Go on the top of the bag if you can. Yep, top of the bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab got a couple fittings here. Well, not a couple. Got quite a few fittings here. And I'm just going to pick a couple. I'm going to pick a straight one. There's a straight one and there's angled ones. So this one's angled, this one's straight. So I'm just going to see what one fits. I do not care right at the present moment which one goes in, which one doesn't, just as long as it can take the airline and do its thing, because I can take the shock back off at any time. I think I'm going to screw this one in. The straight one, the angled one kind of goes over and hits that knob. I'm going to put this bad boy in. They've already got their Teflon tape on. Just like that. Okay, seems like it's screwing in there right. I'm going to get a socket. Hoping that's 9/16. See what happens. Ah, look at that now, would you? Yeehaw! I'm not going to screw it in too tight, just to be safe. You know, if it leaks air, that's fine. I'm just trying to see if it goes up and down. So I'm going to go to the other side, obviously. See which one fits on that side. This is for the airline itself. Okay. I like the straight one up and down. And the reason I like the straight one up and down is because when I go to put the airline in, to shove it in. Also, I can use that socket to screw it down in. If not, if I have the one bent over, I have to use a wrench. this thing, can you, baby? Oh, and I'm going to move the hat has to line up with the hole. Hold my tongue right, get that in there. There we go. All right, just gonna take my ratchet it in. Not gonna make it zinging tight, just gonna use it so it's, you know, so it stays in there. If it leaks air, don't care right at the present moment. I can always tighten it up anytime. All right, I'm gonna go with that. Alrighty, so now, I wonder if I should put some line on that first and then put tires on. I think I'll put the line on first and then I'll put the tires on. So I'm going to put the line on. So what I've got here is I've got these two. I went to town, got these two this morning. I need a T to put them both together. So one line's going to go in this bag into this T, line go in that bag to this T. I'm going to run one out so I can pump it up, and that's the valve I'm going to pump it up with in the front. So let's get some air line. This is like Christmas morning, to be honest with you. Christmas morning. To try the air ride system. It's like Christmas morning. Put my glasses on. Broke my old glasses last night. Jolene taped them up. I'll be like the old hockey players on Slapshot. All right. This is how I've been cutting this line, is with the zip cut. Don't know if it's right or wrong, but I've been doing it that way. What I can tell you is that it's worked for me. That's what I can tell you. Actually, I didn't like that cut. I don't like the stuff that's on that. Just going to take off the outside edge. Peel that off. And I also want a screwdriver to take out what's in the inside of it. Just trying to take off all the burrs, basically. Taking off the burrs and making sure nothing's inside the line. We don't want to do anything like that now, do we? Just going to flatten it off some. See the little stuff inside? Just want to get it out. There it goes. Come on now. There's probably a proper tool for this, but that's okay. I need a piece to go to the, we'll go to the center of the car. I'm saying that's good enough. I was at my local truck store or truck shop this morning and was getting the fittings, and they were telling me that they cannot, right at the present moment, they cannot get any airbags at all for their big trucks. They have no airbags. I was glad that Henry was involved in this one because we cannot buy airbags. We can't get them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shove it in this hole here. I'm just going to hold her up and shove her in. There you go. It's pretty easy stuff, you know, shoving that in there. And if I want to get that air line back out, I have to hold down on that piece and pull it out. There's a little tiny thing on the top of these fittings, air fittings. This little fitting. See these little things right here? Watch yourself, sweetheart. I think you have to push down on that and pull it out. I'm going to hook this on to this one. All good inside there. Gonna push her in. Pretty basic. Now we're gonna run a line to the other side, the other bag on that side. We'll do the exact same thing. Get another piece of line. How long a piece of line do I need on that side? I'll have to probably buy some more line. Who knows? But does not matter. I'm hoping they have line. We can't get the bags, but that much should be fine. We'll go there. Dun, 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 dun. That's not what I want. That's not the one I want. This is the one I want. I want to straighten it out a little bit. Beautiful. Just gonna stick it in the other side. Have to root these lines too, so nothing happens to them. You don't want anything rubbing on them or anything like that. I guess that's a good thing about the cups on the bags, is that it has trying to pull it out to see if it's working. You know what I'm saying? To see if it's working. All right, seems to be okay. Just gonna pull this jack over, baby. Now I have this line here. Ooh, I'm gonna connect these together. Connect them together. There we go. That feels good. I shoved in a lot further than that side. Just hoping that line's in there. Yep. Alrighty. Now I just need a line. Like, you would never want anything running sharp. Like, if you come over here, sweetheart, you would never want anything sharp rubbing on that. Like that inner fender that jiggled on that inner fender, that would be rubbing. That would wear through that in no time. The air lines, just like if you're putting wires through the firewall, if you're putting it through a hole, you should always have a grommet so they do not scratch or chafe and cause anything. And same with the air lines. Alrighty. Need another piece of line to bring it out the front, hooking that. So I'm just going to blow it up with the air compressor. And that's going to be another big job, putting the air compressor, the tank, and all that stuff in the trunk. So that's probably where we're going to put it, on the trunk, on top of the wheel. Beautiful. Alrighty. Just lubing that end up. Alright, shove that in there. Awesome. Now, we have this piece here. This is how we're going to get the air in it. Just a little air valve, like just pumping up a bicycle, but same thing. Ooh, we're getting close, baby. We're getting close. Hickory dickory dock. That's good. It's in there. Alrighty. Airbags are lined up. Alright, guys, it's time to put tires on. Just checking it out, see where I'm going, that's all. Checking it out. This is going to be... I'll put this side on, see we're over here. Sold the engine. I have a friend named Ron. He come and picked up the engine. He was such a good guy. He offered me $800. I paid $900 for the engine and went and got it. He offered me $8. When he got here, he gave me $9. He paid me for the engine. Good guy, you know what I mean? I would have took the $8, and I told him I was going to take the $8, but he decided that he was just going to give me the $9 for the engine. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That was the big Mel engine that we had. I just couldn't see us using it right now. We just weren't going to use it right now. I have not decided what engine I'm using in this yet. I had it set up for a 350. I have a brand new 350 over there. But when I was looking through the buy, sell, and trade, and there's a Coyote engine in there, a Ford Coyote engine. I really don't know a whole lot about them, but I've heard tell of them, and I've heard that they work really well. I'm just not sure, I'm just not sure of all the computer stuff and how I'd wire it up, what I have to buy, and all that stuff. I'm not sure. But it interested me because I've seen, I've watched lots of builds be done with the Coyote engine. It'd be a newer engine, obviously. But there's the question of the day: 350 or a Coyote engine. But I have to keep in mind I have to buy the Coyote engine. I've already got the 350, and I do not want to take this build where I've got a bunch of money into it that I'm not happy anymore. Happiness, happiness is the main thing. I've got 2 wheel nuts there. That does not bother me. I got a bushing there for the top of the ball joint. I just didn't want to separate the air shock right now to put that on. I can do that anytime, as long as I remember. Go to the other side, put the other tire on. Just more or less taking baby steps here, but trying to get it done so we can both see if it's going to work or not. And basically what I'm going to hope for is no crunching and banging and all that sort of stuff. That went on nice. Couple wheel nuts. Just going to put a couple wheel nuts on it. Hello, Fina. You collecting varmints, are you? Huh? You collecting varmints? I don't want to get you all greasy. You collecting varmints? So the brackets I just made myself, like I said to Jolene this morning, the first thing you think of if you think of, gussets, think of triangles. That's what I do. I think of triangles. It gives a good help. All right. Just kind of thinking this over here for a second. So what I'm going to do is, I guess, I'm going to jack the car up. I couldn't get the jack in before, it was so low. Remember, I had to put, just kind of wondering if I can let it down. Maybe I can air it up. What I'll do is I'll jack it up so far, and then I'll air it up, and then I'll have not got the bolts on the air shocks in the bottom yet. Have not got that done yet. Just kind of leaving that free flowing right now. They're not going to pull out or fall out when going up and down, that's for sure. Gotta get the jack stands out of her. The pink that's underneath the car is not the pink that I was going for. I'm going to have to do some changing underneath there. I'm going to end up painting the chassis again. I'm really going to try to make it, make it look really good. Look at Fiend Bean. Alrighty. Nothing underneath the tires. I'm just going to take a broom for a second. Clean up underneath the tires. Excuse me, sweetheart. I'm going right behind you. There's a wheel nut. Alrighty. I'm going to turn the air compressor on. And to me nowadays, cars that do not have, if this car does not have a Ford engine in it, doesn't bother me, like as long as it runs up and down the road. Basically what I was going to do anyways, I had the 350 in it. I had the Ford breather off a 312 or, what are the engines? 312s, yeah, I think it's 312 or a 292. They had a breather on. I was just going to place that breather on it. You could see with the cardboard pattern that I had over there made. Like I said, I was going to cover the engine completely so you couldn't see it, but I wanted to see the breather. Alrighty. I'm going to let this thing down. Let it down. See what happens here. Maybe I'll just keep the jack right. Ooh. Put her down a ways. We'll go with that. Now I'm going to put the air to it, see if it picks it up, and then I can get the jack out, and then I can play with it from there. Hopefully that jacks it up. Just trying to check it over. I don't understand. Is that all the way up? Can I let it down? Why am I not going up? Maybe I am all the way up. I have to check this out. Am I all the way up? I think I am. Just gonna let it down, see how much further I can go down. Wow, I've really got the front low. Or I think I do. Well, it's on its airbags. It's on its bags. Actually, it's come take a look, sweetheart. I think we're pretty even. Looks pretty good. Here I was expecting it to, that looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty even. That's all aired up in the front. That's all aired up in the back. I'm going to let the back down, and then I'm going to let the front down, and then we'll bring it back up again. See what it looks like. Cool. Cool. I'm a liking. I'll just leave this right here for now. Alrighty, that's where we're at. That's where she's setting. I think that's fully aired up in the front. Just kind of looking it over. That's all I'm doing, just looking it over. Yeah, we're a little. That's okay. I like that. We'll let this one down. Get a screwdriver. I can let the back down further with lowering blocks. I can let that down a little bit further with lowering blocks. Let's do this. Let's do it. Basically, we don't want nothing. We don't really want any noises or any bangs or anything hitting. Basically, is what we want. Here's the back, let down. Let's see what happens in the front. See what happens. I'm nervous. Crush my toes. Well, that's what she looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, that might go down. I'm not sure. I didn't let all the air at the front. I actually like it where it's at right this present moment, It does not need to go higher, no lower, no anything, to be honest with you. For me, kind of like it. I want to stand back and take a look at myself. Yahoo! Thanks, Henry. what I will say, some nice and even through here, eh? You know, not bad. I mean, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Let's lift it up and do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. That's something. Must have the bag block. I know what's going on. Front bag's coming up. Not really though, eh? Must have something blocking the airline. Damn it. Feel like I have something blocking the airline. Maybe I got a piece of stuff inside the airline. It's not working, is it? Just want to take a look at these. Did I do anything wrong? And I could have a piece of, could have a blockage in there. Yes, I could, from cutting that with the zip cut, not getting it all out. Yes, I could. I wonder if I should take it apart and look at it, do it again. All right, I'm going to take a jack, get my jack underneath there. Hope I got enough room for my jack. No, I have not. How did I know that was going to happen? Now we're in a pickle. Now we're in a pickle. Why is that not blowing up? Must have something in the way of the airline. And I don't want to let the air out of it now because... Come on. That's exactly what's going on. I got something in the way of the airline. I'm going to pick this car up, sweetheart. I want you to slide that jack in there if you can. Damn it. That's a rough one, isn't it? There you go, right there. There's what happens, all in a handbag. What? I can't take the fittings apart because if I take the fittings apart, it's going to drop right to the ground, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. So, I have to... Yeah. The back bags are working excellent, and the front bags are not. So, what I'm going to do is, there we go. You want to slide that jack in there, baby? Slide it in there. Keep going. Keep going. Second. All right, just a second. Take that. We'll slide it in there a little further if you can. And I'll say when. Keep going. Keep going. All right. No, come back. Right there, be fine. See if you can turn the handle and just knock it up a little bit. Turn the handle and jack it. Yep, just keep going. All right, now you're on. I got her now. Just going to get her up a little bit. Where do I start? Where do I start? I start by taking this coat off is what I'd like to start. What? These things are, take them apart. Lots of air. Try this one. Alrighty. I'm gonna take this one off this side. Oh, I can't get at it, sorry. Oh, I'm gonna have to get in behind that wheel. Damn it. Well, I'm gonna have to figure out why. Now, get a look and see. Nothing. No, that didn't bend. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And nothing wrong with that. So I'm just going to take it off. Ouch. 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 See that, please? No, we're all good. Just going to blow air through this thing. Nope, can't blow air through that. Hold the finger over your end. Oh, haven't got this connected together. Good on that end. Good on that end. Just hold your finger over that end right there and just tell me if you're getting air. Air? Not much though, eh? What? That's not much pressure, is it? No, but it had no air on this, hardly any. Had air pressure on? It is on. Not much air coming through that though, really. Do you find? I got. When I held one side closed. Do it again. Let's do it again. Like that's not. Hold your finger on it. Can you stop it, air? Okay. You hold your end shot. Let's see. I'm hardly get. I can't hold that. Doesn't seem like a lot of air. Let's try a different one. Just didn't seem like a lot of air to pump that up. I wouldn't. There's not enough pressure to pump that car up with that much air, is there? Wow, it don't seem like a lot of air to you. Doesn't to me. It doesn't to me. does not to me. Anyways, this is the one we want. This one goes to the, no, that goes to the wheel. That goes to the wheel. That goes this thing. Let's try it again. Let's hook it up and try it. Nothing in the way of that one. And I'm going to go to the other side and look at this one. Can't get mad in there. Alrighty. Let's do it again. I just don't feel like there's enough air going in there, to be honest with you. I do not. Do this one on this side. Now, it might be the settings on the air thing too. I don't know, on the airbag itself. I don't know what the settings are. Do you know what I mean? Like the okay, it's open. Close. Open. They probably have a close and a on the airbag itself. It might have that be closed and that be open. I'm thinking. I'm going to put the tire on the other side, put it back on. It might just might have that knob, that setting turned off. I guess that setting would be how fast the air goes into the bag, I'm thinking. Now that I'm just thinking about it. Come on now. Hey there, girl. Put that one on there. It went all the way down and never made no noises, so it should come all the way up and make no noises. That's what I'm thinking. It would seem to anyways. Alrighty, let's do it again. Ba ba ba. Not getting enough pressure at all, I don't think. Or is it up all the way? Probably is up all the way. May come off the jack. Oh. Nope. Come up that time. Well, I guess what I have to do is I have to lower it and then see if it'll come back up again. If not, I've got something going on with air pressure. Have I got any? Lots of pressure there. I haven't got much pressure coming in. There's no pressure like that going through them airlines, was there? No, nowhere near it, is there? I turned it righty, tighty, lefty, loosey. So I opened lefty, loosey. I told left turn, opened it up. I'm thinking right turn would have closed it. I'm thinking. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it again and see if it'll pump up. I just don't feel like there's enough pressure going. Then the airlines, when we put the airlines on, there was no pressure, was there? Like, you could put your thumb on it. Put your thumb on that bad boy, there just didn't feel like there's any pressure. Here we go. I'm gonna let it down all the way, see if that'll go back up again. Because if I can't let it down all the way, I can't get the jack underneath it again, right? Yeah, not getting no pressure to get that back up. Where's it going up? Is it all the way up where it was before? Me neither. Doesn't seem like it wants to be honest with you. There's nothing hitting. Nothing should be stopping it. That's for sure. Let it down a little ways. See how far it comes. Does it again. Tell me if it comes up. It's coming slowly, isn't it? The back lifts a lot faster than that, does it not? Not a whole bunch quicker, but I wonder which way. What if I turned it the other way? Turn the air valve the other way on them. I'll turn it the other way and see what happens. Alrighty, I got all one way. I'm going to turn it the other way. How's that? There we go. It might be just a not reading the directions, maybe, you know what I mean? Just adjusting this right. I'm going to take that off. Just open her all the way up. I don't know if I'm opening or what I'm doing, to be honest with you, because I'm thinking righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, but we'll see here in a very short. No difference at all, eh? Does not make sense. Does not make sense. We're not up all the way either, are we? Well, it might be. No. Will you pump the air into it if I lift on it? I'm going to actually turn them back just a little bit. Pump the air to it if I can pick up at the same time. I just don't understand why we're not getting that. Yeah, it's at top of the wheel. For some reason, I don't feel like this is letting what I can do. See this. come right back out again, isn't it? There's not very much air in them bags. Let that down that quick. Just touch it in the air and it comes right down. Like there's not very much air in them bags. Why is there no air going in them bags? Because of that setting I got it on? Probably on the setting that I have it on the shock itself for how fast it comes up and how fast it goes down. I'm going to get you to do it as I hold it. How's that? So I'm going to have to get the right setting maybe. It's letting it down so quick. There's hardly any air in that for that to come down that fast. What? Yeah, but that's got no air in it. Gee, what's going on here? Got no air pressure whatsoever. Got no air pressure, man. Don't know if it's the air compressor or... Why have I got no air pressure? Terrible, terrible. Basically, what I'm noticing is I've got no air pressure coming to that. I don't know if it's, where did I spit that at? Thing go. See where that went? There's another one there. Where'd the other one go? There it is. See, any pressure going now? It's going down instead of coming up. Alrighty, what I've got here is the airbags are working. Yes, they are. And it's coming up further now. See the air pressure, sweetheart? We're up further than the front than we were the back. And before the front was a little bit lower. I have not got enough air pressure going in them front bags, obviously. I've got an adjustment on them shocks. I must not have the adjustment right on that little knob. There's a little knob on the shocks. There must be adjustment where it's full pressure, lower pressure. I'm not sure yet, but basically I want to find out. But you can see as it's going up and down, I'm just not knowing why the bags aren't filling up like they should. There must be, the gauge on the shock must be doing it. And I'm going to have to take the tires off and go through it. Basically, because there's no weight there, no engine in it. That should hop right in the air. When we put our finger over... What? Well, we had air pressure coming out both lines, but hardly any, did we not? When I hold the end on mine, so you get all the air is what I'm... But it's going up and down. It's just don't seem like I can get the air in the bags. It'll go a lot higher too, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like the shock is not all the way up. Like it's not all the way up. I know it's not. It does not look it anyways. Well, what has to happen is I'm going to go through maybe through the directions, take off the wheels, get the adjustment set right on them shocks and to see if it is holding it up. But I know it goes up and down, but it's not pumping the car up right at the present moment. But you can see the ride height looks good. I think it looks good. And we can put it back down on the ground. It's just that I don't know what's, I think it might need more. And I'm not sure if we're, because it's working good, isn't it? It's going up and down good. Just at the air, there's no pressure coming through these lines. Have I got a blockage here? Or it doesn't seem like I had any blockage. I'm going to try this sucker. I'm going to pump this up to, say, 100 pounds and hit it and see if it does anything. And then we'll give away a hat or a shirt. Just going to pump the air pig up. I'm going to put it up to 100 pounds on this. And then I'm going to stab it on that and see what happens. Don't know if it's going to go up any higher, any lower. I think it should probably go up. Not sure. Nope. Well, this is the part where it's going to take me a little time. I'm going to have to take the wheels off it, figure it out, because it's not coming up like the back airbags are. Just kind of wondering why. But it does go up and down. Just maybe. I think the cup that we have on top of the bag is holding the bag. That's what's going on. See the cup that the bag that we have, the bag is not able to go up because it's hitting the cup that's going around it. Look at, see how the bag is doing that? I don't know if that cup is supposed to be on there or not, you know? See how it's filled up inside there? Well, this is what's going on. There's a cup that's on top of the bag. When that goes to go up, the bag is filling in the cup first and not going all the way up. The cup, this part here is containing the bag. So what happens is the bag is getting so big inside this cup, it can't push up anymore. It's actually pushing out then up. You know what I'm trying to say? So when we go to the back, yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Like the bag is filling up the cup itself, and then it's stopping. See how far up the bag? I'll go in there and I'm going to measure up on that. Just take a look for a second. I think the cup is containing the bag. On this right here, airbag, I think this airbag's blowing up and hitting the cup first. We've got at least, how many inches there? At least 4 inches on that right there. I'm going to go up on the other end and take a look for a second. See how far that's out. But to me, I think that the cup is containing the bag and it's not allowing it to go up. It's not allowing it to take the pressure. Okay. Yeah, we're all the way up. Yeah, we're all the way up. But what I'm wondering is, I'd say we're all the way up right there. But that bag seems to be slight hitting on the cup itself, you know what I mean? Feeling, but we're all the way up right now. I'm just wondering why it's not coming up fast enough. Well, something that we're going to have to try to figure out. Something that we're going to have to try to figure out. And it could be the adjustment. What?
Like take the T off and put the valve on one line and test it that way to see if you're losing pressure in the T.
Like it might need a punch of air instead of just, you know what I mean? It might need a little bit more pressure than that, like a shot of air instead of having it just a little bit of air. The air, like it might need a shot of air. I'm not sure. Not sure. And I have to take the tires back off again and see if I need to check the valves. But we are going up and down. It's just when it plugs it in, it's not picking it up like it should be picking it up. I have to almost pick the car up myself and the airbags will come up. When I pulled up on the car, like it's kind of like the airbags would go even further if it stayed up hard enough. You know what I mean? La da 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 la dee 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 da dee do. Don't want to waste anybody's time, that's for sure, but can we see on the directions? I guess we're not going to go through the directions and have people watch us do that. But what I have to find out is the set. There's a little dial on the shock. I have to find out what's going in there, where the dial should be. I'm going to have to find out whether the bag is filling that cup up first. If it's filling that cup up and going out this way, so it's not going up, that would stop it. That's what the cups are made for, though, you know. I'm thinking maybe I'm not just shoving enough air to my compressor there, but I got 100 pounds there. Or I got something interfering. I didn't check this one out, did I? Did I check that one out? We're not going to do that right at the present second. Alrighty, let's give away a hat or a shirt. That's called we know it goes up and down. And we know it goes up and down. So I'm going to put it down one more time just to show you. We can get it back up in the air. I know we can. But I'm going to show you that it goes down, but we're having a problem getting it go up. And I don't know why. And I don't know why. Come on down. Comes down some fast. Barely any air in that, you know what I mean? When I go to the back, you watch, listen, see how much air is in the back when I do the back. Don't seem like there's any air going in fast. See how much more air going? There she be. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot, but I don't like how it's not pumping it up. Don't like how it's not pumping it up. I'm going to try it one more time. And then the rest of the day we'll be trying to figure it out. What? The rest of the day we'll be trying to figure it out. Damn it. Maybe it needs bigger line going to it. I don't know. Yeah, it's not even moving. Okay. Could it be the setting that's... Just don't know. Like, it don't make sense why that's not... Oh, we're leaking air. Listen for a second. Come over here. Could be leaking air. What's going on with the bags? They're full already. Well, it'll come back up. It's just I have to figure out why. Why? All right, let's give away a hat or shirt. That's something that I'm going to have to figure out why we're not jumping up and down there on the front. Not sure. The bag or the aluminum casing could be containing the bag too much. Not sure. And we all know when we get the engine in it, it's going to be twice as hard, right? Yeah, it's going to be twice as hard when you get the engine in it. So I have to find out and read the directions and see if that dial on the side is going to help us or hinder us. The only difference from the front and the back is the front has the aluminum cover on and the back does not. 148? 348 comments. I got a 348 right over in the next room there. We want to thank everybody for throwing in the comments. Appreciate it. The disc, Nick Bolderini. Is that right? Nick Bolderini. You've won a hat or a shirt of your choice. The disc is made from a mesh. It is not solid inside. You must be careful not to tilt the disc once it is cutting, as sideways pressure will shatter it. Yes, you really do. You have to be careful on that sort of stuff on them discs because you can hurt yourself in a very quick manner. I've kind of taught myself to be careful there all the time. We want to thank you for your comment and your time to write in, and the only way you win a hat or a shirt is if you do that. Write a comment and subscribe, throw in a comment, push a like button, ring my bell, do whatever you think you got to do to help the page out. And I want to appreciate everybody that comes on and talks and all that sort of stuff. So tonight, as we watch what's going on, it should be a good chat room or whatever, discussion amongst anybody to let me know what they think the problem is. Why isn't that not jumping up like it should? What's going on? What I can tell you is the difference in the front and in the back is we have not got that aluminum case on. We have not got that aluminum case on the back. The back seems to come up okay. No, it should. I'm not sure. It's coming up okay. We might even not have enough pressure going on. I've got that pressure turned down in my paint room. It's not the biggest. I could turn it up some, I suppose. But that should be a good comment and find out what's going wrong with the air ride. Send in your comments, your thoughts, and we'll get that fixed so it goes up and down really quick. I think everything is working perfectly because I'm not hearing no crunching, no banging, no anything. I don't think anything's jamming up. The only difference is from the front and the back is the cone on top. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Now I got to go to work and figure it out.